In this video, we're going to talk about how to diagram form-function trees for prepositional phrases. So prepositional phrases are another thing that we'll be working with quite commonly. And so I want to take a look at the prepositional phrases that have only a preposition, basic prepositional phrases, and then slightly more complex prepositional phrases. So phrases that only have one preposition, we're going to use P for preposition. And that might be something like off. Okay. In those types of sentences, usually it's going to be, let me write this out so that you have it, an AC or an adverbial complement. Okay. So for instance, in one of the other videos, we talked about the verb sawed off, right? Or removed. It's a phrasal verb. Okay. And I'll write that here, a phrasal verb. And so off is a prepositional phrase all on its own in an instance like this. So we don't see those that often, but I do want you to be aware that you can have just a single word prepositional phrase. Now, more commonly, we're going to see basic prepositional phrases, and those are prepositional phrases that are going to have both a preposition and a noun phrase. Okay. And with that, we might have something like, let's say with, and a noun phrase will be, or actually we'll need to specify first. Let's say we're going to use a pronoun, and that pronoun is going to be them. Okay. So with would very likely modify something undetermined. Them would be the head word of the noun phrase, but it would also be the object of the preposition. Okay, and that's what OP stands for, of the preposition. Okay. So this is a very simple or a very basic prepositional phrase, right? A single preposition with a single word noun phrase. As the noun phrases get more complex, the prepositional phrases get more complex. So a complex prepositional phrase is going to start the same. You'll have a preposition and you'll have a noun phrase. So let's say that our noun phrase is for, oops, sorry, that's a preposition. Let's say that our noun phrase is our um blue door. Okay. We would have a possessive pronoun, an adjective, right? And a noun, and that would form our noun phrase. And we might say over, and that would be our preposition. So over our blue door. Let's go ahead and say over is an adverbial complement. Maybe it's attached to a prepositional verb. Our would be a determiner. Blue would modify door, right? Door would be our head word. It would also be the object of the preposition, but more importantly, our blue door altogether would be the object of a preposition. And then if you have all of these, then you would also underline them all, and they would all function together as the adverbial complement because they wouldn't be separable. So when you're dealing with prepositional phrases, the key here is really that you understand how to work with noun phrases, because almost always there's going to be a single preposition. So the challenge is going to be figuring out how to pair that single preposition with the noun phrase, and then to identify what the function of everything is. The forms will be easier because they're more familiar. The function is going to be what'll be a little challenging.